Hey everyone, it's Knight of Pepsi back with another Stratego game being played on the Flash simulator. Since it appears that the site is still running on life support, I figured I'd do another one of the community setup videos. So um, I'm not going to get into too much detail here. If you saw the last video I posted, the first community setup game, that kind of explains the concept. Basically, this isn't a setup I made. It's a setup that the new Stratego community made, and you can see it's not a very good setup. Front row spy, two colonels here, Marshal next to a bomb, corner flag but wasting three bombs, and just a lot of pieces in very awkward positions. So I've only used it once, and it was in that game I posted. It was against a low silver player. I won't give away too many details in case you haven't watched it and want to, but I explained the concept there, and that video also has a link to the new Stratego community forum in case you haven't checked that out yet. So yeah, I actually have a chance to play another game or two. I thought it'd be fun to try this clown setup again. So again, yeah, as far as what you can make of this lovely setup, I think you pretty much just have to play this as your weak side. Try not to do too much. Kind of have to get the kernel up and over. Maybe create a little space here. And then maybe kind of attack on the left. Marshall, okay. That's interesting. Alrighty then, so we got Marshall and General same side. Alright, so let's actually do this, just so we can get these pieces out if we have to. So Marshall, General. What a strange little setup this is. Alright, so he might be like bombed off in the middle here or something. That's fine. I'll use my one miner. It's not from the back row. See what he does here. Probably try to get my other kernel up if at some point. Alright, so let's clear out this bomb, so we at least have something to work with. Sure. So we're getting a small piece advantage already. Miner, okay, that is pretty annoying. Don't want to trap the spy. Just hoping to get a little more info in here, obviously. Yeah, his bombs could be anywhere. To be a little careful because that could be a scout, but probably not going to have a scout behind a bomb. So yeah, we'll try not to expose this, well, any of that really too early. All right, so we don't want to lose track here of the marshal and the general. So it looks like the marsh is the piece he's going to bring up. This is where this bomb is just an absolute pain. I really need the space to be able to get around here, and I'm just not going to have it at all. So Marshal General. I'm gonna bring the scout way over here. Maybe make it look like I'm bringing the spy way over. All right, so it's feeling like it's probably one of the colonels. He's gonna bring the general over. Try to make this look like the spy's probably got a scout coming out here. So let's cover. All right, that's fine. He's probably not gonna have the spy behind a bomb, is he? Well, I guess it's hard to say. Yeah, so if this was a more balanced setup, then I'd be in really good shape here, but definitely a little bit hindered by just these pieces that all start out in awkward spots. I guess if he wants to trade colonels, it's fine at this point. Great, so now he knows that's a bomb. Okay, cool. Kind of hoping that wouldn't have been a scout. Interested to know if that piece is a bomb or not. It doesn't seem like it is. I'd certainly like to take that captain. Seems kind of unlikely that he's going to have a colonel in the very back here. There's the general here. We got here some Marshall. There's out probing piece. That's just so I can access some of these pieces if needed. Yeah, I really want to access my other major here. So I really doesn't have any real information on me. So at least this piece will not seem like the spy. Well, hopefully it's not the colonel. If it is, then that's unfortunate. Interesting. So I basically want to take this captain here. Knowing that his marsh is over here. Make sure he keeps this 2 square. Okay, so that wasn't worth it. So you just discarded my general for very cheap. But we found the other colonel, so that's good. Here we got a captain for it. So yeah, it's not too bad. So Marshall. I think at this point I'd like to trade generals if I can. Okay, thought that was the general. I guess this must be it though. So I'm down a major, but I'm ahead of captain and a lieutenant and a couple sergeants and a minor. So I'm actually fairly happy to trade that off, especially since I know where his marshal is. I don't know the other major, but that's not too much of a concern to me at the moment. Hopefully I didn't mix them up or anything, and hopefully that's not the marshal general, but I'm pretty sure that's the marshal and general here. So that's going to be a scout. I'll let him scout the sergeant if he wants. See what he does here. Okay, there's a scout. That's fine. All right, I'm fine with that. I'll back up one just to see if he runs into the marshal. No, he's not going to. Okay. I was hoping he might. Interesting that he wouldn't just capture that. Okay, now he's going to. A little bit risky. That could have been the marshal, but okay, that move really made no sense at all. All right, so I lost my sergeants here. I'm just gonna have to trade off now. That's pretty annoying. So he scouts that piece. All right. I thought that when I did that whole thing with back in the general, that was so overt it was covert, but I guess no. He's really thought that was the marshal. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate. Wish I knew where his major was. Okay, so I'm down a major, but I'm up a captain and a lieutenant. I'm still up a minor as well. And I still have 2 scouts. And he doesn't know where my... He also doesn't know where my... So acting like a miner, but probably not a miner. Could even be the spy, who knows? It's not going to be anything real good. I really don't want to use a... Alright, this piece is definitely not acted like the spy. So how do I even want to play this here? That'd be really annoying if that was the major. And if it's just the captain? Why? There we go. Have to try hard to make it not seem like the spy. I was going to try to confirm if that is indeed the major, like it seems to be. This guy does have a spy out here somewhere. That's fine. See if I can use my last scout to get this piece here. Just a captain, okay. I don't have too many small pieces left, so I have to be a little careful here. So captain, here we have a lieutenant. Still don't know where his last major is. This might be it. I actually should have moved that one. This piece is already moved. These pieces have all moved here. All right, whatever. Okay, just another lieutenant. So my captains and my lieutenants are unknown. So I would be happy to capture a lieutenant with my captain. In order to discover the major. Lieutenant. It's probably the spy, if anything. Okay, that's probably one of the last pieces I would have guessed to be the major. All right, that's good. Captain. So I at least got a lieutenant for that. And I solved the marshal. So it's marshal for major. I've got 2 lieutenants on this guy. And a minor. And I do know the major now. All right, so these lieutenants are really strong. I don't think he should really be trading off there, but... All right, so this piece is moved already. Not really sure where his spy is. This piece moved as well. So I'll go threaten it. Minor, perhaps. Okay, so now I'm definitely going to capture this minor. We know he has an open flag. Be a little bit careful here just because we're not quite sure what we're dealing with. Okay, let's force him over. Force him to trade. So now his next strongest piece is going to be a sergeant, which isn't going to be able to do very much. Figured that was probably a spy. Forced to go over. He will choose correctly this time. So now I have 2 uncapturable lieutenants. And he's going to lotto again, and that will be the game. Looks like the community setup's going to be 2-0 here. It definitely makes for a good challenge trying to find a way to make that setup work. I'm definitely glad that the flag was at least bombed in so that it couldn't just be lottoed. All right, so for someone with the name Winner, not really too much of a winner there. All right, well, I'm not going to keep going for 2 minutes while that clock runs down. So overall, you could see that the awkward positions of starting, or the awkward starting positions for certain pieces definitely kind of held me back. But once I was able to create a little space, and also I was able to play a couple pieces, I think the key was playing the spy like it wasn't the spy. That ultimately got the marshal, which really changed the game. So a little bit of a risk there that ended up paying off. Yeah, thanks for watching. I know that they are in the middle of generating another community setup, so I'll probably try that at some point once it's released. Hoping to try to make another game this weekend, so keep an eye out for that. Till then, I'll catch you next time.